Beautiful morning this morning. We're up for our walk at 8 o'clock. Even got little Belle walking with us. It's only 18 degrees. This is Alt this morning. How beautiful is this? That's the other side of the bridge. Oh, the ducks are waiting for Teresa. I didn't show you this. Oh, we've been for our walk. But
We've been for our power walk.
Our power walk. But Teresa's...
Look, Belle, you need some dinner? Want some dinner, Bella? Look, do some play. Hey, Bella, look. No, she's too scared of her. Look, they're ganging up on her, Belle, darling. They're ganging up on her.
Beautiful, isn't it? Lovely place to visit is Alt. So we've come down to Tokyo to have a bit of lunch.
Did some
shopping. We did some shopping. We are professional sushi eaters, aren't we?
Wow, we do eat about 25 dishes.
Professional sushi connoisseurs. And we do like Tokyo.
And once you have one meal, you have to eat for a meal.
But we did have a bit of a fallout this morning, didn't we? Because I'm wanting the dream property of having houses and land, and Abe's wanting anything.
Well, not anything. I'm wanting something we can, if we can't find our dream property, I want to find something I can work on and then flip.
And he was saying to me, a terraced house in Lule, that's certainly not what I'm wanting.
We've garden.
Don't want a terraced house. Lule's a beautiful town, but I just wouldn't want to live here. The outskirts are fabulous. So anyway, we had a disagreement. He's left it to me.
It's always safer to leave it to the woman because then a happy wife is a happy life.
Yeah. So Abe did a bit of retail therapy, didn't you?
Yes, yes.
And we've come out for lunch.
There were some fantastic sales and I bought some shorts, €5. It was reduced from €20 at what the shopping centre? Mars Shopping Centre. And I bought a shirt which was €30. I got down to €10. So you can't really go wrong with that. So I bought a lot of shorts and some shirts.
So the house that we did actually want to go and see this morning, which was just near St Barbara de Nix. It was 250 square metres and it had an acre of land. And when we got to the estate agent, he rang up the owner and he actually said that only 40 square metres of the property is actually legal. The rest of it, which is 210, is not. And this is something you've got to really be aware of when you're buying property here.
You can take the chance and buy it, but you'd have to greatly reduce the cost of the property.
But the issue with the property is that it's not urban land that the extension's on, it's on rustic land. So that means that the chances of you getting that passed by Lule Council are slim to probably impossible. It's not a risk I'm willing to take. And plus the fact it'd probably take 2 years, you'd have to get architects and planning involved. And it would be, it's just too much of a risk.
But you have to...
hang on, it's too much of a risk because they could turn round at the end of the day and say, you take down the 210, it's on rustic land, and that's it, you ended up with a property of 40 square metres.
But on the other side of the scale, if you did take the option and went for it, most building land is actually rustic land before it goes urban.
And I have actually seen other YouTubers in Portugal doing videos on one thing that does happen here is that people will say that they've got more land just for the sale of the house than they actually have. It does happen an awful lot, and another thing that happens is that the boundary markers actually get moved as well. We know somebody whose boundary markers around their property, because their property, the father bought it, it wasn't lived in for quite a long time, and they actually moved the boundaries.
But there's a simple way to get around this. You go down to the council and you get a topography of the land,
Yeah.
where you want, and find out the exact markers on the land which have been registered.
But what happened, I believe, in Lulay Council a few years ago is that they had a massive fire, so the deeds and the topography of the land actually got burnt in the fire, so nobody actually knows who owns what.
Yeah, but then they've actually reset the markers, and
Yeah.
the council have been doing a new outline since 2019.
So what we're saying to you is, really,
Be careful.
if you're going to buy a property here, be careful, and just be careful with your land. Like I've said, get yourself to the council and ask them who owns what land.
And don't rely on the solicitor, and do not rely on the estate agent. Rely on your own effort.
Just do it yourself, go to the council.
Employ them, but still do it yourself as well.
Yeah. There we go. That's the tip for today. So, this is Tokyo, and in Lulay, it is a really nice place for sushi. And we're just sat under some beautiful lemon trees. Just a nice environment. Sushi to try. What have you to say?
Too much wasabi.
Too much